Hey guys, John here from Sonic Drive Studio. I hope you're all doing well and that you had a great summer. We just came back from our summer vacation and unfortunately we came back in the middle of a heat wave, so that sucks and I'm already sweating like a pig and it's still in the morning. Now this video is not about guitars, amplifiers or guitar gear. This video is about a very human topic and about something that a lot of us have to deal with. Now our vacation was great, we had an amazing time, but I did gain some weight and I basically feel fat. And before our vacation, I was also gaining weight for some months, so I really noticed that I was getting too fat for my liking, basically. I guess because of my eating patterns and because of my lack of exercising and stuff like that, because I work a lot in the studio and I sit behind my desk a lot and I play guitar a lot, but I don't get around to running or walking or various exercises a lot. I do them sometimes in the weekends and stuff, but not often enough. And I'm definitely one of those persons who suffers from the yo-yo effect. That's what we call it here in the Netherlands, which means that it's very easy for me to gain weight. It's also quite easy for me to lose weight, but I also, unfortunately, gain weight quite fast. And that sucks because I want to feel good and I want to look good, and if I don't look good, I don't feel good, obviously. I'm sure that some of you know what I'm talking about. And to be honest, I do tend to feel quite insecure about my body, about my weight. But luckily, losing weight isn't nearly as hard as I used to think. More on that in a minute. A couple of years ago, sometime after we got our second child, I weighed a lot. And that was basically my maximum weight, the most I'd weighed ever in my life. And it was clear to me that something had to be done about it because it just was not healthy. And I came across a video by Glenn Fricker from Spectre Sound Studios, who you all probably know. And his video was about losing weight. And he was talking about a method or a diet that had great success with him. And he was talking about the ketogenic diet or keto and intermittent fasting. Now this was very eye-opening to me because keto allows you to eat very nice things, basically, things that I enjoy eating. And you don't have to be too careful about how much you eat. You don't have to starve to death, basically. You can eat eggs, which I like. You can eat a lot of vegetables, which I do like. You can eat things like cheese and a lot of meat, basically things that are fatty and that are low in carbs. So that was definitely a plus for me because eating salads and really restricting my intake just didn't feel good to me in the normal way. So the way the ketogenic works is basically that you eat a lot of low carb foods. So you really try to restrict your carb intake. As little carbs as you can, basically. I believe ideally below 20 or 30 grams per day. Instead, you eat fatty foods, certain vegetables and meat and nuts, cheese and stuff like that. And then your body will switch from burning carbs and sugar to burning fat, which means that when your body needs energy, it's also going to burn the fat off your body. And the intermittent fasting also really helps with that. It lowers your blood sugar basically, and it also helps to give your body some room and time to burn fat. And you don't even need to exercise with this diet in order to lose weight, which is also a plus for people like me who don't have a lot of time to do exercising. So I started doing this new regime and I was very motivated indeed. And I quickly started to notice that it was very effective for me. And another plus side is that when you do this diet, your appetite goes down a little bit. So you don't get those sugar cravings and stuff like that. Or, those noises in your stomach when you're hungry. And in a period of 6 months, I lost a whopping 33 kilograms, which was a huge achievement for me, and it absolutely changed my life. I never expected that I would be able to lose so much weight because I'd never done that before. And I was always apprehensive and a little scared about losing weight. I was insecure about it. I thought it would never work and that I never would have enough time to do enough exercising and stuff like that. But again, this was very effective for me. Unfortunately, the hard part for me is going back to me and my family's normal diet with the carbs included, eating bread and pasta and stuff like that, and then not gaining more weight. And when I went back to that, I started to notice that the cravings would come back and that I would want to eat more carbs to feel good, So that's the hardest part, but this time I'm determined to make that work. I just need to find a healthy lifestyle that's sustainable, basically. Now, in the past years, I also did keto on and off a couple of times with success, a couple of months here and there or so, just to trim some fat. So it's pretty effective in that regard as well. And since I started that diet years ago, I've also kept doing the intermittent fasting always. So that's what I always do, even when I'm not doing the ketogenic diet. I basically almost never eat anything before lunch, so before 12 o'clock. And then after dinner, so say 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock or so, I also stop eating. I've really gotten used to this, and it's not a problem at all for me to not eat breakfast and to not eat any snacks at night. I'm just very much used to it, and it feels very normal. Now, as I said in the beginning, these past months, I've really been enjoying life and letting go, basically. Eating too much and drinking too much alcohol here and there. You know how it is when you're on vacation and stuff like that. And unfortunately for me, that meant that I gained weight, and I'm not happy about it. I got some shirts from very cool brands that I want to wear for my videos, but they are just too tight right now, and that's not a place where I want to be in. This needs to change, so I'm going back to keto, and I'm going to change my body to a healthier body once again. I actually started a couple of days ago, and it's been going very well. I feel very motivated, and I feel very well, so that's all good. Now, when you start out this diet, you often feel a little bit of discomfort inside your body, inside your intestines and stuff like that, because your body has to switch from burning carbs to burning fat. So it takes a little bit of time for your body to adjust. But I think that my body is there right now. So if all is well, I'm right now burning fat. I'm going to be strict, so I'm going to weigh myself every week to follow my progress and to make sure that I'm still doing the right thing. And I have good faith that I will reach my goal in about 3 months or so. And to be honest, the goal is pretty hardcore because this time I want to lose 20 kgs, which is no slouch. Maybe it will take a little bit longer. I'm not sure. We will see how it goes. It just depends on how strict I am and how much exercising I do in between and stuff like that. And of course, it also depends on the amount of carbs that you eat. Because with this diet, you have to be careful not to eat too much carbs in one day, because that can kick your body back into your old state, and then it can take a couple of days before you can reach that ketogenic state once again. And I don't want that to happen, so I'm going to be pretty strict about my carb intake. If you're interested in this diet yourself, I highly recommend checking out Glenn's initial video about his experiences, which was eye-opening for me. But I also recommend checking out more videos on YouTube about this diet by some very professional people, like Dr. Eric Berg, for example. I learned a lot from his videos alone about what I can eat, how many times I should eat, and all that stuff. So those videos can really help to get you started, and it's not hard at all. The cool thing is that you can basically eat nice things, and for me that really helps because I like eggs and meat and cheese and broccoli and stuff like that. Now keep in mind that if you want to do this in a very healthy way, you're going to have to eat as much organic foods as possible. Now this time, because of budget reasons, for me it's not super easy to do that, but the first time I did it, I tried to eat as much organic meat as possible. And of course you're going to have to find a good balance between all the recommended nutrients and stuff like that. And you're also going to need to add salt to your food, because with normal carb food you can get a lot of salt in your body automatically, but when you eat this diet, there's a chance that you're not getting enough salt intake. So you have to keep those sort of things in mind, but I will leave that to the professionals like Dr. Eric Berg. And to be honest, I'm not very good at that myself. When I do this diet, I don't have a lot of ingredients that I choose from. You know, I like my eggs. I alternate between broccoli and cauliflower, stuff like that, but it's not like I eat a lot of different things. Now, a typical day for me would be that when I wake up in the morning, I drink some green tea, which is what I always drink during the day. It's healthy and it also doesn't break your fast, so you can drink that in the morning and in the evening as well. And then at 12 o'clock, I make some lunch with some eggs, sometimes with some bacon, maybe something like an avocado or cucumber, or maybe some sort of sausage or something like that. Maybe some goat cheese, quite nice actually. Maybe some nuts. And then for dinner, I usually make something like broccoli roasted in the oven with olive oil and Gouda cheese, as you call it, and then something like a hamburger or a sausage alongside it with some mayonnaise. I also tend to eat salads from time to time, but you have to be careful which types of lettuce you choose, because some types of lettuces have too much carbs in them. But again, for more information about the meals and the things that you can eat and your meal plans, there are plenty of websites out there and plenty of educational YouTube videos that may help. I'm very excited about this actually, and I feel very good about it right now, so I'm just gonna do this. I'm also very determined, and that really helps because you really have to be motivated in order to keep doing this until you reach your goal. Now, if you guys are interested and if this video gets enough views, I might give you guys some updates in the coming months just to let you know how my progress is going and how effective this diet is. So let me know if you'd like to see that. And also let me know in the comments down below what your experience is with losing weight. And if you've done the ketogenic diet or intermittent fasting, how effective has that been for you? Let me know. That's all for this video. I hope it was useful to some of you. Take care of yourselves, and I hope to see you guys soon. Cheers.